In this video, I want to share with you guys one of my better DeFi investments for 2022. As we know, this year has been absolutely brutal in terms of market conditions. We are in a bear market, and essentially, had you bought anything at the start of the year, you would essentially be down on your money. So if we take a look at some of these coins here, Bitcoin around 16,700, Ethereum around 1180, we have BNB at 250, we have AVAX at around $12. Everything has gone down from the start of the year, and like I said, had you just simply invested in any of these crypto at the start of 2022 and not DCA across the year, you would essentially be down on your investment. Now, what I want to share with you guys today is actually one of my better DeFi investments up to date in the current bear market, and this is me providing liquidity to GMX, and this is in the form of GLP. So the reason this is one of my better investments right now, and it hasn't gone down as much as anything else I've invested in, because this is actually made out of 50% in stable coins. So as I'm providing liquidity to this platform in the form of GLP, well, actually 50% of that is made out of stable coins. So if the market drops down by 20%, well, the GLP is only going to go down by 10% because, like we said, 50% is made of stable coins. But it also works on the opposite side of things, meaning that if the market were to go up by 20%, the GLP position would only go up by 10% because, again, half of it is in stable coins. Now, GLP's price is also affected by what happens on this perpetual DEX. We are going to take a look at that in a second here, but before we do, if we take a look at what GLP is made of, we have all of the different coins here, all of the different assets, and the respective weights for each of those coins. So as we take a look, I am using GMX on Avalanche. It is also available on Arbitrum, but I've decided to go ahead and use Avalanche. And as we can see, GLP is made of Avalanche, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Wrapped Bitcoin, USDC, and USDC.E. Now, as you guys can notice here, the USDC and the USDC actually make up 50% of the weight of GLP, which is where you get that hedge for market volatility, and the reason why I haven't lost 80% of my value, because as we know, the bear market has been absolutely brutal, and right here on GLP and GMX, I've actually not lost as much money, and I've actually been able to generate passive income with it. Now, like I said before, the price of GLP is going to be affected by what's happening on this perpetual DEX. And the way it can be affected is that if people are making money using this perpetual DEX, well, that money is actually going to be paid out by those providing liquidity. And as you guys know, the liquidity is GLP on this platform. So if you are providing money in terms of GLP and people make millions in terms of profits, well, the liquidity providers are going to lose money because some of that money in the liquidity is going to be used to pay out those gains. But if we take a look at this graph, we can see that the cumulative PNL is actually negative 8.2 million, which means that people using this perpetual DEX are losing money, and thus liquidity providers in GLP are not having to pay out any gains, which is not affecting the price of GLP. So if we go back to this here, as you guys know, we have a price of GLP right now of 0.66, and I actually invested in this one when it was around 0.99. Now, of course, that was in the earlier parts of 2022, and we've seen all of these crypto coins go down. So if we take a look at my position on GLP, I've actually provided $1,250 into this. And as we can see right now, I am down about $300 on this position. Now, this is very interesting because yes, I'm down $300 in my initial investment, but I have been able to make about $200 in passive income in both AVAX and Escrow GMX, which is their native token and governance token of GMX. Now, if we take a look at my total rewards, we can see that I have 0.34 AVAX, and that's because I've already withdrawn about 8 AVAX prior to this video. And we also see that I have 1.52 Escrow GMX, which this is currently worth about $70. But this is a way I've literally just put money in GLP. I'm earning some passive AVAX across this bear market, and I am not losing as much money had I just put everything in AVAX, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. And to give you a better understanding of exactly what's happened in the bear market, and let's say you had only put money in Bitcoin or only put money in Ethereum, Avalanche, without dollar cost averaging throughout the year and just done one initial investment, we can take a look at the price of Bitcoin. And if we go back to the start of 2022, which is right around here, we can see we were sitting around 42,000 in terms of the price of Bitcoin. Now, as you guys know, we are down quite severely. So if we go from 43,000 down to where we are now, you are essentially down 61% had you bought at the start of 2022. Now, as you guys know, I am down $300 on my $1,250 investment. So if we do that, we can see that I am down about 24% on my initial investment without accounting for the passive income I've made along the way. So just with that, we can see that GLP has been definitely better than the current situation that we're seeing in the bear market. And we can do the same exercise with any of these other coins. If we take a look at Ethereum and we do the same thing, if we start back at the beginning of 2022, which is right around here, when Ethereum was around $3,200 and now being close to $1,200, we can see it's down again about 62%. And if we take a look at AVAX, we can do the same thing. And AVAX has probably gone down a lot more than the other ones. But if we take a look at this one, it is down about 87% or 85% with this current bear market. So as I've said, this has definitely been one of my better investments because it is hedging against market volatility, and because everything is going down, well, I am owning GLP with 50% of stable coins. So the value of my investment is obviously not going to be as affected had I just put my money in one of these coins. Now, I also like the fact that I am earning some passive AVAX and some passive Escrow GMX. That's a plus to it, and it also shows that I have actually almost just broken even with this investment. I'm down about $100 throughout this entire bear market, and in my opinion, that is pretty good because I haven't dollar cost averaged in this. I haven't done anything but just buy initially and ride out the wave of this current bear market. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.